Jay, as more states start to legalize marijuana, we know that more families are going to start having conversations. What do you think is an appropriate age for moms and dads to start having that conversation with their children?
As soon as they ready, man. You know, as soon as they feel like they're ready, because you know, I know for me and mine, you know what I'm saying? Like, I talk to my kids about stuff, well, my oldest anyway. Now she's 12. Now I'm not, smoking weed in the house, but it's just whatever I'm doing, business, if we trying to make a move, if we got, because we was at such a disadvantage growing up. You know what I'm saying? Parents was literally don't tell you until you grown, and then if some of them don't tell you at all, you just got to find out on your own certain things. I'm talking about how to pay bills, how they survive, how they made it over. Some of the hustle tactics they had to do to pay rent. They ain't tell them anything. So I think that you got to get that conversation started, as soon as possible. Just you should be able to tell me your kid can digest and handle it. Now, it's a different ball game when you talk about your use, because what's going to happen is you're going to be thinking about trying to prevent them from using, and kids do what you do, not what you say. So you got to really, really have your stuff together and understand in the back of your mind that they see you partaking in something. It's going to be really hard to tell them not to. So you got to explain to them, like, hey, at this particular time, it probably would be okay for you to do it. Or it's legal when you're 18, or it's legal when you're 21. That's when you do it, because, hey, you're 45, so I can do what I want to do legally, And so when you're legal age, if that's the route you want to take, that's on you. But how they say, smoke responsibly, or use responsibly. But I think you got to be honest with them, because there was a lot of, bullshit with us growing up. A lot of times it'll be parent getting high right in front of you, and they'll tell you, like, don't do what I do. You see what I'm saying? Like, no, that's real talk, like really sniffing coke in front of your face and saying, like, don't do this, And so I think that we need to do it differently. We need to be a lot more honest and upfront with our kids. I think that they understand more than we ever did coming up. So I think we need to just really, really give them the benefit of the doubt. Let them know what it is. Let them know what they see. They need to understand that before they leave out the house, so nobody's not drugging them. Nobody's not, poisoning them, giving them something that they shouldn't have, or they don't understand. They can be taken advantage of. So I think whatever education, the more you can get in-house, the better off the kids will be outside of the house.
So, going back to your point about using in front of you, since most folks don't see marijuana these days, or at least I don't think, as a hard drug, do you think families or parents will start to do it in front of their children as a way of educating them so they're not afraid of it? Or
yeah, I think that's already happening. I think that's already happening. I think they've been doing it anyway, legal or not legal. But I think they're the ones that's like literally like in the cannabis industry, in the business and things like that. Yeah, I think that they're already doing that. I think they literally have been smoking or indulging in front of their kids, because they probably want their kids to be involved in it. Maybe they've used some of the things to help their kids. You have people who've grown up in different parts of the world who, the plant has been a source of medicine. It's only new to us, but to other parts of the world, they've been using it for years. The kids knew, they wasn't thinking about the smoking portion. They was more so thinking about using it, to make money off of as a salve or a topical or something like that, because that was what their grandmother or grandmother's great grandmother was doing to help them, with their pain or things of that nature. So we're last to the party as usual with a lot of things. But yeah, I think they already have started doing that. And I don't think it's going to stop. Again, I just say, just be honest with your kids. It's exciting when you're doing something as a kid that you're sneaking to do something. So I think lessening the excitement of it from a standpoint like, well, I can't get caught smoking weed because my mother already knows, like that type of thing. It might deter them from trying to do something. And then, letting them know, having a conversation of what it can do to you. You can be impaired. You can be in this space, that place. People can lace it, all that type of stuff. So I think that education is monumental. You know, if you're just willing to be as honest and upfront with your kid as possible, I think that they'll come out all right.